Hi, my name is Taylor. This is my channel, Naomi's Intuition. Before we get started, I just wanted to thank you for stopping by. This is going to be blah 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 blah. This is going to be a pick a card reading for what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. So messages from spirit. Okay, so choose with your gut, not your eyeballs. If you are interested in a personal reading, my information will be in the description box below. If you like these videos, like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. So I will pull the camera down so you guys can see all the different piles. There's going to be 3 different ones. So we have pile 1, which is a fairy, pile 2, the mushrooms, pile 3, an owl. So I'll just give you a minute to choose. All right, let's get started with pile number 1. Move this over, move this over. Okay, so pile number 1, again, it's this little fairy holding a book. Maybe you guys are thinking about hiring your education, going to school. Let's see. Okay, so we have woman holding a heart. We have medicine guardian, be open to healing information. And we have the goddess Sarasti. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's what the card looks like. Let's read this card first. So, Sarasti, you will find me in all forms of pure expression, spirituality, wisdom, music, art, and poetry. Learn from me. A peaceful mind speaks with eloquence. Insight comes from true knowledge. Make melodious melodies, transform the mundane into the sublime, create beauty, personal expression, share the essence of yourself through your words and creativity. That's awesome. So maybe you guys are thinking about starting something new, something creative, really being called to express yourself, express what you're feeling, express what you want in a creative way. You may be having somebody come in who is offering you help with this creative expression in some way. Could be a woman, doesn't have to be. What I'm really drawn to this card is the butterfly on her in her hair. Can you see that? Yeah. So that to me tells me that this is like a new thing for you, like a rebirth, like possibly something that you had tried before and maybe it didn't go the way that you wanted or expected, but you're being called to, open your heart back up to that and accept help if people are trying to help you with this creative endeavor. We also have medicine guardian, be open to healing information. So yeah, if this was something that you tried before and maybe it didn't work out or take off flight the way that you had expected, and maybe it weighs heavy on you, it you kind of, I feel like some of you may have just kind of given up because it didn't right away give you the results you were expecting. I feel like you're being called to make peace with that part of yourself. Just because it may not have happened in the past doesn't mean it can't happen for you now. So, connect to yourself, connect to your creative, energetic flow, create beauty, share your true self with other people. And I'm also feeling like this creative thing could be healing to other people as well. So say if you are, if you're really resonating with this and it's in regards to music, maybe the words that you write are going to be, the lyrics are going to be very healing for other people. Or if you're doing, instrumental music, the tone music, frequency music is healing for other people. So I feel like the work you're doing, I'm also hearing creative writing, like writing stories or a blog of some sort where you're putting out your personal stories and the growth and everything that you've learned in life thus far to give guidance to other people as well. Okay, so those are your messages from Spirit. Just really be open to healing the past so you can start creating a new future, a new you, a new version of yourself. Okay, and a lot of ways that we heal is by expressing ourselves, is by diving into our creative frequency. Okay, guys, so those are your messages from Spirit for those of you that picked fairy. I'm also feeling, so whenever I see a fairy, I think of magic. I think of, beauty, excitement. I'm just hearing believe in the magic, believe in you, believe that you can express yourself, and don't let what others may say about your creativeness affect you from being creative, from being you. Sometimes, so this is really easy. Going back to healing. Oftentimes, we are our own biggest critic. And whenever we're doing something creative, it's really easy for us to take the criticism of others and dive deep with it. That's where the healing comes in. And giving love to yourself, having confidence in yourself, and really, really trying your best to continue to create for you and you alone, not for anybody else. Because whenever you create for yourself, it does help others. It does guide others. We've all had very similar stories in our past, and the more that we express that, the more that we create a new version of ourselves, and just focus on doing what we love for us. It helps heal the past, and it helps heal others because we're brave enough to be our true, authentic, creative self and express ourselves for who we are. Okay, guys, so believe in the magic, believe in you, create, and create for you. All right, so let's move on to pile number 2. So if you picked pile number 2, it is the little mushrooms. They're so cool. So let's look at your cards. Okay, so we have indecision, we have medicine mother, honor your inner knowing, and we have Kukuteni. This is what the card looked like. It is Kukuteni, bird goddess. I am the ancient mother, the shapeshifter that brings gifts from the sky, air, sunlight, and rain. I am the river of life, weaver of destiny. Worship me in your home. I will bring protection and prosperity. Shapeshifter, embody the spirit of air, fly across millennia, connect with the ancients. Okay, so maybe some of you are at a crossroads right now. You're really figuring out which way do I need to go, which path is going to benefit me the most. With Medicine Mother here, you are being told to honor your inner knowing, honor yourself. The Medicine Mother has had a lot of journeys of her own. She has had her own trial and error. She knows failure and she knows victory. Through these failures is where her wisdom is gained. It's where her knowing is gained, right? So her knowing is strengthened. With the Shapeshifter card, I am being told, we have here connect with ancients. Embody the spirit of air. Air energy is very swift. It's also very communicative. Is that the word? Communicative? Nah. Communication. Strong communication. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay? So if you feel like you're at this crossroads, you really don't know what to do, possibly dealing with another person, or just deciding where to go on your path. If you're trying to start a new job, or a new relationship, if you're starting school, I don't know, I'm feeling school. If you're truly trying to figure out if you're on the right path, you're being asked to communicate with your guides. I know this reading is messages from your guides, but go within. Where did your past moves lead you, and how can you use those moving forward to decide which path will be best for you? I'm going back to connect with the ancients, and that's telling you to connect with yourself, connect with your guides, connect to your past self. This is swift too. It's like swift communication. Maybe if you are dealing with somebody else and you're really trying to figure out the right path in regards to this relationship, you need to communicate with this individual. You weave your own destiny. You create your own path. Okay, and know that whichever path you take, okay, whichever way you go, that is where you're meant to be. Okay, and keep in mind, you create it. If you choose to go left, then that's the path that you chose. But also know that you can always choose to go right. If you went left, you can always choose to go a different way on that path as well. You don't have to stick with it if you don't want to. But I am just, again, being called to tell you to really pay attention to where you have been, and where you've been, and what you can do to move forward. And you really need to trust yourself in this situation. Trust that you're going to make the right choice that is going to be beneficial for you. I'm really drawn in this shapeshifter card as well is I bring gifts from the sky, air, sunlight, and rain. Drawn to the sunlight. Sun in traditional tarot is success and happiness, fulfillment, just true joy. So if you are stuck on this path, again, know that you are meant to be there. And before making your choice, connect with yourself, but believe that it leads to sun. Believe that it leads to sunlight. Okay? Believe that it will lead to happiness. And if on this route you feel like you need to make a different path for yourself, go a different way, you embody the shapeshifter. Okay? You at any moment are able to change your path, are able to make a right turn instead of a left, are able to make your own path through the trees rather than going on the paved path. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, but just go within. Really, really sit down and think about the path that you've been on so far, and ask yourself: is this what I want? Is this still benefiting me the way that it used to? And if your answer is no, then perhaps you need to create a different path for yourself. Okay? You don't have to stick with the same thing forever, especially if it's not if it's not making you happy, if it's not fulfilling you, if it's not giving you the same excitement that it used to, the medicine mother, again, she's had her own trouble, but she's learned from them. So if you've learned in the past that certain things do not fulfill you, or whenever things no longer fulfill you, it's your sign to move away from that thing. That's what she's trying to tell you. That's what your guides are trying to tell you. Honor your inner knowing. Honor the path that you have taken before, and see where it can go from there. Or what am I trying to say? Like, just think about the paths that you were on. Think about your past. Think about when situations started to turn gray for you, why they started to turn gray for you, and what your next step was. Okay, that's your message. That's your guidance, is to trust yourself. Go within, guys. If you need a shapeshift. If you need to try something new, try something new. Fly across millennia. Fly across different paths if you have to. But don't stop until you find something that truly lights you up again. Okay? So that is what I have for pile number 2. Let's move to pile number 3. Pile number 3, y'all picked the little owl. He's a little cutie patootie. Let's see. Okay. So we have walking away. We have eagle, see from a higher perspective. And we have Mau. I think that's how you say this. This is what she looks like. If you guys are wondering, this deck is invoking the goddess. I believe it's what it's called. But let's read the card. Mau. I am the moon, the mother of earth, creator of all life. In the coolness of night, by the moon's brilliant light, make generous love, be pregnant with inspiration, give birth to passion, nurture your creation. Creativity, watch the sliver of inspiration wax to the fullness of creation. That's awesome. Okay. So, what I am getting here. You guys are wanting to create something new for yourselves. You guys are really trusting your intuition about this. Walking away is, instead of walking away from a situation that, I don't want to say that's no longer fulfilling you, because it may give credit to your life right now, but you may feel like it's taking up too much of your energy to start something creative. You have the ability to focus your energy on other things while you're still with this. So what I'm saying, maybe you're working a 9-to-5 job, but what you really want to be doing is this creative endeavor. You want to start creating a business, maybe. Photography? I'm hearing photography. You need to see from a higher perspective. So starting a business, starting something new, it takes time, it takes effort, it takes hard work. It's not going to be, here's all of my energy, all into this creative thing, and now I'm waiting for my result. It's a steady progress, especially if this is a new business for you. Which is, I don't know what I'm feeling. It could be something creative, but I am feeling like you're creating something new for yourself, that you are passionate about and that you want to nurture. I wouldn't quit. So I feel like some of you, again, you're working a job, and it's to pay the bills, and you're wanting to walk away from it, but you're not seeing how it can benefit you while creating this new project for yourself. See from a higher perspective. So I would, if this is, and this may be very specific for somebody, if you are trying to start something new, but you're really like not feeling your current job, you feel like it's taking away your energy from focusing on this new thing, you have the ability to cut back on this situation, okay? But don't just cut it out completely. Be open to starting this new endeavor for yourself. Make the time to start this for yourself. Okay, typically if this card is reversed, then it's saying walk away from work. But it's coming in upright, so it's telling you to be open to where you're at now and be open to creating something new. So balance between work and play, balance between work and creativity. Okay, because I know we all got bills to pay. See from a higher perspective. See where it can lead by balancing, because eventually you'll be able to only focus on this. But right now, your option is to balance it. Don't right away walk away from whatever you're doing now to put all your energy on this, because again, this is going to take time. This is going to take effort. It's going to be a steady progress for you. It is what you should focus on. It's like a relationship, for example. In a relationship, what is our advice? To keep yourself, continue to love yourself while you're in the relationship. Don't just give all your energy to the relationship and forget about yourself, forget about your needs. Okay, you still got to find that balance. Okay, so, and see how this situation can help you with this. So I'm just going to tell you my own personal story. So I still kind of am, pandemic kind of ruined this. Anyways, I was working at a barbershop, right? And while I was there, I was like, I don't want to, I don't want this to be my life forever. I have other dreams of mine, but I do need this to pay the bills. While starting to focus on this, which is tarot and doing readings for people, the people who are in my environment at the barbershop, my fellow employees, my friends, I started to practice and do readings for them. Okay, it started to help me strengthen my gifts. And then whenever I was at work, I felt like, I was able to pay the bills, but I was also being more fulfilled because I was starting to practice on people who were supporting me and, wanted the best for me. And I was also realizing that I was able to grow within this situation while also growing this. Okay, so you don't have to do one or the other. Okay, it's going to be a steady growth for you. But you got to be open to it instead of just thinking, man, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I just want to focus on my business. I want to focus on pictures. I want to focus on whatever it is for you. I don't know why I'm feeling photography. But, before you just cut something off, think about how it can benefit you now and benefit your future, and how it can help you grow this situation. Okay? So that is what I have for you guys. Again, I do personal readings. All of my information is in the description box below. I do hope this was helpful. Much love, guys.